There is tons going on in Wasaga Beach. I'm sure you saw the video on our channel from last week talking about all the beachfront development news, but I had to make another one. I had to come at you with another update because there's so much new information. Wasaga Beach is literally getting weekly announcements that are just blowing everybody away, and I want to go through some of those announcements, so stick around and listen for another update on the Wasaga Beachfront development. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Wasaga Beach, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell for notifications. That way you'll just be the first to know every time something is happening here in the beach. My name's Kevin DeSilva and I'm a local realtor here in Wasaga Beach with Royal LePage Locations North. I get calls all the time from people just like you that are looking to move here, buy here, especially now, invest here. And it doesn't matter if you're looking to do that next month, next year, or you just want to know more, please reach out to me and we could talk about that. All the ways you could do that are in the description box of this video, including a way where you could book a Zoom call directly on my calendar at a time that works for you. Now let's get into this new update about the Wasaga Beachfront news, starting with the super recent announcement. You would have seen in the recent video that Wasaga Beach has had plans and announced months ago about a hotel coming to the Wasaga Beachfront. But what we didn't know is what brand it was going to be. We didn't need another not so big name brand in the beach. We don't even have any brands, but we really wanted it to be an amazing brand, a international brand, a big brand, and we finally got it. Just a few days ago announced was a Marriott Hotel. A Marriott is going to go at Beach Area 1. That's an international brand, everybody. Like, that is internationally recognized. That is a big brand for a small town, and everybody is very excited for them to start building. Building is planning on starting in 2026 and should take about 18 to 24 months to be constructed, according to the recent meeting I was at where the representatives from the development team was there. The Marriott Hotel is going to have a minimum of 120 rooms. They're playing with numbers between 120 to 150 rooms. So that's going to be just massive, just absolutely massive for Wasaga Beach. Remember, in the summer, a lot of people come to our beach, but they pack their cooler in the GTA where they're coming from most of the time, and they get their drinks down there. They pack the cooler, they come to the beach, they spend the day, they go home. Now they can finally have some world-class accommodations to stay for the weekend. And now you're not just packing a cooler. Now you're gonna stay the night. Now you're gonna go for dinner. Because usually people don't pack coolers for 2 days if they're going to the beach. They're usually packing for the day. So the fact that now we have great world-class accommodations for them to stay in, they're gonna stay, they're gonna support the local economy. We're gonna have better restaurants now. There's so many plans for restaurant scene and commercial development at the main beach, you know, in and around that hotel area. There's a Festival Square coming, which I'll touch on in just a minute. It's just amazing news. Massive news. Doug Ford came to Wasaga Beach not long ago and he made some big news. He is investing. He is having the province of Ontario invest $38 million into Wasaga Beach tourism. $38 million. If Ontario is investing $38 million in Wasaga Beach, I think you should be too. And you should reach out to me and we can find out what a smart investment is for you, because I think this is going to be just massive growth for Wasaga Beach. Now, part of this $38 million, a big chunk of it, about $25 million of it, is going to the historic Nancy Island. The plans for how it's going to be spent on Nancy Island aren't out yet, but stay tuned because I'm sure I'll be making more of these videos, because like I said, there's just weekly news that is happening here. So about $25 million to Nancy Island. A lot of history behind Nancy Island, where the war was fought back in 1812, what made Canada a British colony instead of an American colony. So we'll see what's going on there. There was some talks about making it like Discovery Harbor, like they did in Penetanguishene. But it's gonna be really cool, and I'll share more when I know more. Sunray Group is the developer that partnered with the Marriott Hotel that is going to be constructing the development here at the beach. They have over 70 hotels just in Ontario, and they're becoming one of Canada's largest hotel brands. So we're really looking forward to working with them on that. Beyond the plans of the hotel are some future potential plans. It's not confirmed in stone, but they did talk about at this meeting the potential for more hotel residence buildings. So it could be those Residence by Marriott collection. So that'd be pretty cool to have that on the beachfront in addition to the hotel. When you come to Wasaga Beach this summer, you're going to notice that Beach Drive is likely going to be closed. They are going to start lifting the road 5 feet. Now, the town just awarded this contract not that long ago to a local civil contractor to start that process and build up that road 5 feet. And the reason we have to do that is because sometimes those waves coming off, I shouldn't even say sometimes, quite often, those waves coming off Georgian Bay get big, it gets rough, and sometimes the water floods the road. And with this massive, many $1 million investments from all these developers in Wasaga, we can't have the beachfront flooding anymore. So they're going to raise the road 5 feet. There's a rendering here that shows the beach elevated there, and then the seating up top, some benches, some walking area, and then below that seawall would be the sandy area. So this summer there will be construction starting on Beach Drive. So the Marriott Hotel is basically going where the famous bananas used to be. So working our way down Beach Drive towards the end of Beach Drive between 1st and 3rd Street is also where you're going to see some immediate construction. Stonebridge Building Group is starting phase 1 of their development called The Breakers, the Waterfront community townhomes. So there will be a few different types of townhomes going in there. There will be the live, work, play, where they'll have some commercial on the main floor, and then they'll have some on the inside units that aren't facing First or Beach Street. There will be front to back kind of dual entry type townhomes. So there's a few different styles. You can see some of them here. There's going to be a few different types of townhomes. There are going to be the live, work, play units where the commercial's on the bottom, which will be facing Beach and First, and then some living accommodations on the 2nd and 3rd floor. The plan is to have some rooftop terraces, hot tub. There's going to be lift options to get to the top. It's going to be some nice views that you're going to see in those. Another type that they're going to have is the dual fronting townhomes. The plan is that they're going to be about 2,000 square feet, and we'll also have rooftop terraces. And then you'll have some back-to-back townhouses. They're planning on about it being 1,550 square feet. But all in, these are going to start right away. The foundation permit was approved very recently. You are going to see shovels in the ground when you come to the beach this summer. The Festival Square that they're going for, the feel that they're going for this Festival Square is something like that Blue Mountain Village. You can see in this picture here kind of what they're going for, some of the different sitting areas, walking areas, green spaces, just kind of a different vibe for Wasaga Beach, right? So it just feels totally different than what we're used to, but it feels totally awesome in my opinion. You're gonna have some play structures, a music stage, again, some patios and all these kind of things, and some water features and some fountains, and probably not some palm trees. I friggin' wish, but they are in these renderings. So yeah, we are just so looking forward to that. The front to back commercial space where you can go to the stores, these ground level stores from the beach side, but you can also go to it from the Moseley side. Let's say it's very windy and you don't want to be on the beach side. You can access these stores and these commercial spaces from the other side and let the hotel be a wind block. Kudos to the town and the developers and all the architects and all the planners and just everybody, because I just think this is such a well thought out plan. The other thing is opening up Main Street again. Main Street hasn't been opened in so many years. There was a famous fire back in 2007 that basically burned everything down, and it was kind of the slow death of Main Street. Never really reopened, and it was never the same again. So the fact that Main Street is going to be open again and having people walking on the historic Main Street like many did in the past, it's just gonna be a really cool vibe, and it's gonna bring back a lot of the beach vibe that Wasaga Beach history has. I'm really looking forward to that too. Part of the announcement with Doug Ford and all this money coming for Wasaga Beach, he brought up a really cool point: Destination Wasaga. And he brought up Destination Niagara because Niagara Falls is really that main Ontario tourism area that Ontario has pumped a lot of money into advertising. And I took it as a massive compliment, and so did all the residents of Wasaga Beach. I mean, I hope they did. I can't speak for everybody, but I would think it's a massive compliment to be Destination Wasaga right behind Destination Niagara. That's gonna pump a lot of people into our area, tourism, families, businesses. It's just massive news. I can't even keep up with it because I make a video and then all this new stuff gets announced. So it's just so much news at once. It's so overwhelming. It's so amazing, and I can't say it enough. I'm just looking forward to seeing it all come together. Not to mention all the jobs that this is going to create. Think about this. Hotel, all the construction work for the building, all the hotel workers. Remember, there's the 2 new high schools coming to Wasaga Beach. I did mention it in the other videos. There's the Catholic school coming in on the east end and the public school coming in central off of Sunnydale in central Wasaga. So just the jobs the school's going to create, janitors, teachers, just there's so much going on there. So again, 2 new high schools in Wasaga. Remember, Wasaga doesn't even have a high school right now. They don't even have one. Not too many people know that. So the fact that we're getting 2 and a lot of help from the Ontario government for the funding has just been amazing. So it doesn't matter if you're an investor, home buyer, if you want to look at like Airbnb type properties, those are limited, but there's options for those. Or just in general, you want to invest in Wasaga. Listen, Ontario's investing $38 million just from last week's announcement, not to mention the other funding for the schools. They believe in Wasaga Beach. And if the Ontario government believes in the Wasaga Beach, you probably should too, just like I do. So I hope you found that very valuable. If you want help finding the perfect place to invest in Wasaga Beach, please reach out to me. All the ways you could do that are in the description box of this video. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell for notifications so you can keep up with all this news happening in the area. My name's Kevin De Silva, and I'm looking forward to helping you make a smooth move to Wasaga Beach.